Hello again. Just back from my holidays and in Yorkshire over the last week. The weather was dry, but it was very windy. There was tents. There was a tent which nearly collapsed just next to us due to the wind. I remember walking to the toilet one morning and there was a tornado sort of going down the path. You know, one of those little ones we get in our country. So that's quite funny, sort of coming down. But I got back. And then I went out to free car boot sales around Norwich today. They're all late ones, so one started at 9, one started at 11, so I had time. And then when I got to the one at 11, I also found there's an early one, a brand new one started up, which I knew nothing about. That said it started early, but I got there at 12:30, and I probably picked my best buy of the day, maybe one of the best buys of the last few months as well from this, which I'll show you very shortly. So let's see what I got. It's not too much sort of on here itself. So what I've done, I've put onto my post-it notes what I paid for and what I'm hoping to get. Well, I've just had a quick research of all the stuff as well to give you some idea what I'm going to be asking for. So as I say, it wasn't too much really sort of coming round, but there are a couple of nice gems in here. So the first thing is is there something missing? Yeah, the very first thing I picked up of the day, I'm going to try and do it in the order what I picked it up, was this dance mat. As I walked past, there was one of those post clearance people, obviously they just have all sorts of stuff laying down there. It a Sony PS2, PS1 dance mat, also with a remote control. I opened it up and I looked at it, it's very very good condition. Control pad, all looks in good condition, and he only wanted 30p for it. There's none listed, sorry, there's none sold, but there's only one listed, and that's listed at £29.99. So I'm probably going to put it around that sort of price just to see what happens sort of on here. But usually when I sell these sort of things, I tend to put a few games with it. He's got no games with it. I tend to probably put 1 or 2 games with the dance mats when they go out as well. So I might just hold on to that until I find a dance game which will go onto it. But I think I got some PS2 ones actually, so therefore I might just take some out of that and put it into that one. Yeah, sort of on there. Then moving on, I moved down and we found the Trivial Pursuits. You'll know by now that I sell Trivial Pursuits quite regularly, sort of on there. But this one I've never seen before. It was a national edition. I usually split them up, but when I had a quick research of them, I paid. She wanted £1.50. I got it down for £1. I'm going to be asking for £12.99. I'll be getting that quite easily as well, due to they sell fairly regularly and for between £10 and £15. So I thought I'd go to the middle sort of range, sort of on here. The other ones, usual suspects, I usually pick up. I paid 50p for this one and £1 for this one. I haven't got this. This is 1995 Genius. I haven't actually got that one yet before, so another one to add to my collection. That was on there. And that was about it for that car boot sale. So we then moved off and I went to our second car boot sale. Started at 11, and this is what I picked up in this one. This was a bit of a fail really. I remember Ben Fitzpatrick on his 3-day haul, I think it's either the Sunday or the Monday, he picked up a Jacqueline Wilson box set. Like him, I tend to say clear paperbacks, but I remember him saying he picked one of these up. Couldn't remember how much he paid for it, couldn't remember how much he said it goes for. I had no internet, so I couldn't really do any research at all. So I bought the box set. Just now as I got home, when I was there I counted all 10 books were there. Had a quick look in the back of the box. I found out actually this book shouldn't be in there. It should be another Tracy Beaker, which was sitting next to this box set, which they wanted 50p for extra, and I wish I checked the box and changed around. And also this one's got some damage on it as well. I do have some other Jacqueline Wilson books in storage, so hopefully I might find one's got to come around there. But when I checked the prices, it only sells between £10 to £15. So I paid £3 for that. She wanted 4, managed to barter on 3. On the same stall, I also had a Bop It. I'm buying a lot of Bop Its. I've got a whole box full of Bop Its now, just ready for the Xmas periods. This one I paid 2. I'll be aging between 8 to 14, sort of on the Christmas period. It all works and tested. My kids already beat the high score. The high score was set for 20. They've already got 150 odd already, and that's my 4-year-old. So it's quite an easy one actually to use. Then the next one we saw is a Nerf gun. This is the Nerf Strike Elite. What is it? Fire Strike. I've got one of these already listed at $9.99 with 10 brand new bullets. Because well, I actually found a listing on eBay, which I might actually put down here, that you can buy 100 of these darts for £2.50 from China. So I bought 5. I bought a fair few. I've got a couple hundred. I think I bought a couple hundred of these, which I put 10 darts per pack now, or 20, depending on what sort of gun it is. It all works. The light works, and that sort of. You can't really see it actually. Can you make? No, you can't see it. There is a scope, sort of little laser dot sort of thing on there. What's going on there? But I'm going to bundle 2 of these up. I'm going to take that one off at $9.99, put this one on for $15.99, and the other one I paid £1 for, so I'm in profit anyway when that goes. The Lego game, some of these go really well, some don't, but again I didn't have internet so I couldn't really check it. So this is Lego set of 3838. I had a quick look inside. And I was in there, sort of looked at the pictures and sort of looked through just to make sure that I had the 4. Oh, I did have them. Yeah, the 4 little figures. There we go, the 4 figures. The other wing for the dragon. They're the main things, and the dice. They're the main things which are in there, and the instructions. If anything else is missing, I can put into it. But if I haven't got those main bits, I can't really build it. Sort of coming over there. So, but again, there's not much in just one of them. I'm going to struggle getting. I'm going to struggle probably getting $8.99, $7.99 sort of for it. But if I get another one, you can probably get. You can pair them up. But then again, I was selling these at Amazon quite easily, yeah, for these sort of prices. So Amazon's got a lot better market for the Lego games than it does on eBay. Yeah, I'm sort of on there. I think I saw the last ones quite quick. I put them up there and they went very, very quickly on there. And then on this car boot sale as well, in the Elsham one, I found Mousetrap. I've never seen this version before. This is Ideal 1963. She would not budge. She wanted £4 for it on there. I opened it up, and the box is a bit ropey condition, but again it is 1963. Try and get this off without damaging the box anymore. And the board looks in good condition. It still has its cardboard sort of covers what says the contents. Instructions are in there. It looked like everything is in there except the big ball, which sort of comes down, but I've got quite a few mouse traps anyway, so I can get the big ball out and I can make this complete. I thought I'm a winner here. Thought it might go for a little bit more than what I thought it would go for, but the condition my box is in, I'm only going to get around about £15 for it, and it's a big parcel, so I send these sort of My Herms. It's going to be £3.60 for My Herms to send that sort of from there in commission, so there's actually not much left in that at all. So just bear with this sort of game, and there are loads and loads on eBay when I checked as well. So bit of more of a fail on this. It's not really been a good sort of weekend sort of on there. So about just cut out. I was just doing a video and I realised there was a couple of things missing on the table. So I'll do a little bit of media, which I picked up as well. So this is missing. This is the last car boot sale I went to of the day. Grand Theft Auto, paid £1 for this one. I think £1. Yeah, I think about I paid £1. It's got the manual and the disc in very, very good condition inside there. On this first car boot sale, I picked up the Disney Princesses. This one had a code inside it. All 3 discs were in very good condition, and the code hasn't been redeemed, so I've just got my 100 points for that. And then his other seller, he had these. Yeah, basically a couple of things on there. I paid £4 for the £3 for the lot. So it's a Sims 2 base game, pets, and Nightlife expansion packs, and then Garfield's sort of on there. So 150 for those three and 50p for the Garfield PSP. I sometimes make a PSP bundles up and just sell them over a few sort of games on there. On the last car boot sale, again, there was these shelling guides. It's all different counties: Lincolnshire, Dartford, Hertford, Lancashire. Yeah, you just get the picture sort of coming around there. There is actually, I got 24 of these for 20 pence each, but I got them down. I got a few of them free. There's 48 in there. I've only got 24 of them sort of on there itself. And because I just found it, I think I'll be probably aiming for, I paid £4 for the lot. There's none listed as a bundle on there. There's about 6 or 7 individual ones listing between £2 and £7 a book. So I'm probably going to be aiming for about £30 for the set. Yeah, sort of on that. That's what I'm aiming for, sort of on there. So, yeah, before I move on to the other stuff as well, let's just move this light out of the way. I put this light. It's not very good for filming, but it's good for other things on there. There was my wife was going around with me as well. She picks up a load of clothes for her shop. She's got a separate eBay shop to me, so she does that. But she found a small violin. My son started playing the cello at school, and we thought, well, let's just get him a little violin to play at home, or maybe to resell afterwards on there. The guy wanted £20 for it. Had a carry case. It's a fairly good make violin. I'm not a violin player too much, but on there, she managed to get him down for a £5, and I don't know how she does this. Got it back to the car, and I started to have a look at it, and I noticed the neck had a crack all the way through it, and I couldn't tighten up one of the strings. So I thought, well, so I said, let's see if he takes it back. So she went back to this guy and assure him that it's broken. He said he didn't realise he bought it from auction, a job lot. Very, very apologetic, and he actually bought it back off me for a tenner, or off my wife for a tenner. So we bought it off him for a £5, and then we sold it back to him for a tenner. Yeah, sort of on there. So we're £5 up already, even before we even left the car boot sale, sort of on there. So from the same seller, so you couldn't really grumble too much on there. So I thought that's quite a little funny little thing to show. All I'm going to do now, ooh, look at that, that's quite a fun little thing, little spin round. This is my creme to the creme. Yeah, you'd never guess how much I saw these, wasn't really sure what they were, but they looked cool. I mean, little gadgety sort of thing, sort of bright colours, recording sort of stuff, and you can wear them on your head and look round. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you can wear them on. I can't see it now because it's not on. I paid £1.50 for these. Yeah, I mean, this is a thing to look out for. I don't do bolos or anything much, but come in there. I couldn't test it. It's called Spynet, is the brand name. So, and when I got into the car about 5-10 miles down the road, we stopped and had a bit of internet signal. We put in Spynet into the thing, and they were selling glasses just for £30. So, and we worked out these are night vision goggles, which also has recording capability. It has a 4GB SD micro SD card inside there as well, and they were averagely selling at £55, but there has been someone sold them for £150 used. So I thought, well, for £1.50, I'm a bit of a winner here, sort of on there. But then again, we still didn't know they worked. Got them home, opened them up. The original, these are different batteries in here, and the batteries in here started to corrode on this one and this one. Hardly any corrosion whatsoever. Wiped it all off, put the batteries inside it, and hey presto, this now works. What made it even better, it's got thermal imaging, night vision, daytime videoing, and the thermal imaging's got two. It's got the black, or it's got the all the colours. They're black and white, all the colours. Sort of around to take still shots and playbacks as well. So what I'm going to do at the end of the video, I'm going to do a little tour, a little video shot of me using this, just to show you some sort of thing, sort of come around and what it actually looks like. And then next to it, they had sort of this one next to it as well, a cheaper knockoff sort of version, Spin Master. I paid 50p for this. At the moment I'm still struggling to try and get it to work. I'll put a pair of batteries inside it which might be too flat, so I'm going to try some brand new ones to see if it works. Say this one pops up and has a little light what comes off the end of it, just to sort of show a little bit of light, and it's a green lens. I don't know if you can see through it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so it's got just a red filter sort of on there, but if that works, that'll sell for about 20 quid, 10, 20 quid, sort of on there. But this is my creme de creme this week. Yeah, it's sort of on there. It's £1.50, and if I'm gonna pitch it in the middle of this. I'm gonna pitch it around about 75. I might if I get that one working, sort of like bundle 75, 80 quid for the pair, just to see what happens, sort of on there. But for £1.50 outlay, I'm very, very, very happy. Sort of on there itself, especially for it being working. Whoa, there we go again. Yeah, so thanks for that. So I'm going to leave you now with a little bit of that, and following up very shortly is going to be not after this video. I'm going to upload it tomorrow possibly. It's a little video of our holiday for the walking around Yorkshire moors, dales, and sort of on there. But thanks again, and see you later. Bye for now. So I don't know if this actually records sounds, but I'm going to talk anyway. So this is the view through my Spynet, sort of on there. I've got some focus wheels. Yeah, so let's try and focus it in. So I've got my focus wheel on here. This is a little shot on here. Now what I'm going to try and do is turn it into night vision. So I'm going to go underneath the table and turn the lights off, just to show you down to night vision. Okay, right, I've just turned it off and turned it on. I found out you can't change things around when you're sort of recording, so I'm now in the night vision mode. So there we are, there's Samuel sort of down here, so let's try and see Samuel in let's focus in on him. I think it's too short range here. Remember, this is a scope, so there's my son sort of in there, night vision. So okay, so there's Samuel again inside of thermal imaging. Yeah, sort of on there. So you can see how the thermal imaging, you can see the cold things sort of coming around. You can see some heat from the window, from the curtains. Cold over there, but heat. Ooh, look at all this heat radiating from my computer. Sort of on there. TV, a little bit cold. You see all the infrared lights coming out, and there's all my stock. Okay, so the black and white one is called Ghost Recon. Yeah, so they call this black and white one Ghost Recon. So I also forgot to mention, they also have different scopes, so you can have sort of different target research sort of on there itself. There's another one. There's a third one. But I'm going to finish it there, but thanks very much, and I'll see you later. Bye for now.